Hey, what's going on, everybody? SoulSteel here, bringing you a return to the Starcraft series, but with a little bit of a twist. We're doing the Starcraft Evolution mod with Starcraft 2. I've been enjoying this mod just been enjoying this mod a lot with Starcraft 2. It's pretty much the only form of Starcraft 2 that I could really, play 1v1s in these days. Otherwise, it's team games. But yeah, what we have for you today is a TVP. This is going to be a series um, on the YouTube channel that I'm going to be posting, I think, regularly for StarCraft at least. Going to do StarCraft 2 versus Brood War series. I think it's been a lot of fun. This mod has been a blast. So if you haven't tried it out already, you can do so in the custom tab of the StarCraft 2 uh, the options that you have. Okay, it's right around the arcade area. But anyway, uh, this is me versus Cassidy in this series. There'll be other games in the future between me and other players, but for right now, this is just me versus Cassidy. I think we played 5 or 6 games I'm going to be uploading. But yeah, to kick things off, like I said, it's a TVP. I'm Brood War Terran versus, I believe it's StarCraft 2 Protoss. I can't remember with certainty. Yeah, it's StarCraft 2 Protoss. Cassidy going and starting off with getting his cybernetics core. I'm going for a fast expansion. I'm not like in StarCraft 2. Normally, whenever you expand as Terran, you have to get the orbital before you get your natural expansion, because the sooner you get the orbital down, the more minerals you can earn because of the mule. Like, it'll boost your income just that much quicker. So that's generally what Terrans will go for, the orbital command before the second CC. Otherwise, you're delaying the orbital, and therefore you're also delaying your mineral income, and then it just trickles down from there in how delayed things will be. Cassie's gonna go ahead and get himself a robo as part of his wall, as well as an expansion. And in this scenario, in Brood War Terran versus Protoss, for what I remember watching and seeing a lot, especially on Artosis' stream, for instance, Terrans go mech against Protoss in Brood War. So that's what I like playing. I like the mech style a lot for Brood War Terran, a lot more than StarCraft 2's mech. Unfortunately, it does come with one weakness that I haven't found a solution for yet, and that is dealing with mass carriers from StarCraft 2. I don't have a really great solution for it besides mass Goliaths. And if you're wondering what scenario have I ran into where that has happened, it was in a free-for-all that I was a part of a while ago. I think it's already been a month since I played that, where it was Brood War versus StarCraft 2. Everyone was whatever. I was in that scenario, I was actually Brood War Protoss, and I screwed up in that one and how I handled it. I had the right units, I just didn't use them properly. So I made Dark Archons versus it. So yeah, in this game right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't remember the name of the upgrades. I don't know the name of the Brood War upgrades because I didn't really play a whole lot of Brood War back then. Back in the day when I was a young little SoulSteel, I played versus AI and did the campaign for my Brood War fix. So, because I wasn't allowed online back in the day, the dial-up times. Here we are. We have an observer over here, perving on my base. While I have these 3 vultures going across. My speed upgrade is nearly complete, and then right after speed, I go right for the spider mines. Cassie does have a shield battery to protect the stalker and keep it alive, so I'm more or less forced to retreat. And there we go. We have the spider mines being researched right now as I'm getting additional vultures. Can't really do anything with these vultures for the meantime. The shield battery I don't have enough DPS to out damage the shield battery's regeneration, and Cassie also does have enough energy for a shield overcharge. Now, Cassie does also have an Immortal. Immortal's not going to really do anything against these vultures because he's not going to benefit from the bonus damage here. But the vultures are going to be forced to retreat, as I can't really, at least in this scenario, I feel like I don't have enough vultures to take him on. I feel like now I do, I have a buttload of vultures to use. So first is 5 stalkers, but in this game, this was the warm-up game, right? Like, so this is like the first game of the day. All right, so I'm not necessarily like, both of us are warming up. Like we haven't played for like a week or two, so we're both warming up to the game in this scenario. But in this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start spreading my spider mines, getting ready to basically get more vision. I'm playing kind of like as if I was Zerg, or how you see Brood War Terrans play, which is where you put spider mines all over the place to give you some map vision and get some free unit picks. Now, unfortunately for me, Cassie is going past me instead of me being able to catch him. But as I'm putting these spider mines down, I do see that Cassie's trying to give himself a 3rd base. So I'm going to go ahead and come over and deny it. While simultaneously, Cassie does catch 2 more of my reinforcement vultures. I do get a nice hit on 2 of them with that spider mine. But these spider mines being outside Cassie's base, he really can't do much unless he gets himself another observer or recalls an observer back home. Simultaneously, Cassidy is picking off my spider mines, but I'm going to deny him this 3rd. He does not get the cancel on it, but he's already floating minerals, so it's not as big of a deal. Oh, that spider mine could... Oh, that one almost detonated as well. So Cassie's doing a pretty good job at keeping these stalkers alive, but here come all the vultures to intercept, and I'm pretty sure I get a few of these stalkers here. That's 3, 4... and that one manages to blink away, but I'm gonna go ahead and start attacking this cybernetics core. Not to toot my own horn, but I felt like that this is a pretty worthy trade, like forcing the shield overcharge. But this is when it goes downhill. I'm like, oh, can I take on this immortal? I almost can, but then Cassie repositions it and the immortal and manages to save it, which is very good on him, keeping that immortal alive. I manages to keep the cybernetics core alive, so I don't even get the pick off there. Cassie doing a great job at clearing out the spider mines, kind of like creep tumors, like cleaning up the creep tumors, reducing my vision. But as you can see here now, I have a few siege tanks. I have my 3rd command center. I was about to say orbital. They're not orbitals. So I have my 3rd CC going down. So I'm looking good right now. I'm not looking like I'm dead. I'm looking like things are going to go well. I have 5 factories in total. I have a starport, getting myself a science facility. Cassie, on the other hand, is getting himself double. So he's going to be triple robo 4 gate. Holy moly. That is a lot of more. That's, well, I'm going to say a lot of immortals future. We have a double forge coming up, and now we're getting an additional 4 gateways. So 8 gateways, triple robo. How can you afford triple robo on 2 bases? I don't think you can, realistically. He needed a 3rd base. Like, where's this 3rd? Like, I know it denied this 3rd, but he really needs a 3rd base badly right now to support all this production. Now, I'm over here attacking the rocks, and Cassidy, he sees this, and he's gonna jump on me. And nice blink, and denies me from being able to really... I mean, I could have escaped by running away after the blink, but I wasn't entirely sure about the potential of vultures. I don't know if I could have killed that, and we see there that I didn't get anything. I didn't get a single kill there, so really unlucky for me. Really unfortunate, I should say, for me. Not really unlucky, because I could have escaped. Unlucky would have implied that I had no chance. No, there's nothing I could do about it. But I have 2 main siege tanks here, and it seems like with the Brood War siege tanks, they do less friendly fire damage than the Starcraft 2 siege tanks, is what I've noticed. Like, charge laws are still really good against them, but like when it comes to friendly fire in this mod, it feels like the tanks last a lot longer. In fact, I don't remember how much these cost either, but I don't remember the price, if there's a price difference between these siege tanks and the Starcraft 2 ones. But yeah, Cassie's gonna come on over here and start. He's gonna continue picking off my spider mines, but my siege tanks are getting some free picks, and I'm trying to kite him into my siege tank line. But Cassie, he's trying his best not to get baited too hard. Oops, sorry about that. All while simultaneously, Cassie is double expanding behind this. The supply difference is in my favor in that I have 10 more workers, and I have an 8 unit supply difference. Like I'm, greater work army supply than him. So things are looking pretty good for me right now. The big advantage that Cassie's got right now is that he's got +1 on the way for both his attack and armor, whereas I don't know if I got anything in this game. I'm sitting on all these upgrades, but I didn't start my 1-1, and yet I have double armory ready for it. Really unfortunate for me right now because I'm behind. I'm getting the Goliath upgrade. I think this is where it can shoot air and ground simultaneously. I don't remember. I'm sorry for those of you who are Brood War fanatics that are probably cursing at me right now. How do you not know? It's like, well, I said earlier I didn't really play Brood War back in the day. I played it when I was a kid versus AI in campaign, but yeah, anyway, not to reiterate on that. But I come over here with 2 vultures. I'm gonna get a few picks off. 2, 3. How many work? Do I get 5? No, I got 4. Oh, that's unlucky. But Cassie's gonna go on, and he's saturating his 3rd base. Not that, and his 4th base has got this high yield gas. He doesn't really need the gas right now. He's got a lot of gas here. This vulture, unaware of how close he was to death. Although these stalkers are kind of hanging out in the middle. The stalkers and immortals. On the other hand, if we look at my side of the map, I'm on 5 bases in total. Things are looking good for me right now. I have 4 siege tanks to secure that 5th base. I have Vision. I have Goliath siege tanks. I have a science vessel, which I don't even know if that's the right thing to do against Protoss. We have this Vulture right here coming in for the harassment as well. Taking 3 shots to kill a worker. I did learn that +1 attack, which I'm getting right now, allows me to 2-shot more workers. So we have an academy on the way. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, I think it was possibly for me to get I think it's for the orbital, because I got nuke silos. I'm like, man, how do I make these orbitals again? Because I had already forgotten. Oh, there we go. We got a clash of the armies right here. Cassie sees this and he's gonna pounce on me right off the bat. I'm sieging up. Might seem a little late, and you're probably right. The Goliaths versus siege tanks versus stalkers and immortals. That is a crap ton of immortals, and they make quick work of my army. And there's really not a whole lot left. I lost, what was that, 40 or 50 supply right there. That was a huge loss for me. The only thing I got going for me to keep me alive are these fire mines and the few siege tanks I have left. And even then, there's just so many immortals that just take me down. Cassie's got a upgrade lead right now. He's got he's got an upgrade advantage in a bit. We're both on 1-1, but really soon here, he's going to have this 2-2, putting him at quite a bit of a lead. More and more siege tanks coming out for me. I'm getting myself a 6th base, and even though my bank is looking pretty good, I'm constantly producing units, it does not feel like it's enough. I started adding these machine shops to my extra factories, because I'm like, all right, time to make sure if I need to make more tanks, I can produce 5 of them at a time. Right now I'm producing 4 in a Goliath. And then I started adding Ghost, because I was like, I don't remember if Ghost from Brood War had EMP or not. I didn't remember. That's why I started adding 3 more barracks as well. Because I'm starting to get Ghost. I have the cloak upgrade, I think, or I begin to research it somewhere. We have High Templars now coming in for Cassidy. I think he's just making them into Archons, though. I don't remember seeing him get Storm. Yeah, he's making Archons. I don't think he got the Storm upgrade. And let me see. No, he didn't get the Storm upgrade. So no Storms in sight anytime soon. Storms would not really be good in this scenario, I guess. I don't think that they're good against tanks. But then again, back in Brood War, I think you still saw Storms. I know Reavers are always good, but this isn't StarCraft 1 Protoss. This is StarCraft 2. So Disruptors would be good. Colossus, not really, because I don't really have anything for the Colossus that's going to kill very easily. I don't know if Goliaths are considered light. I don't think that they are. But yeah, we have I have a tank drop coming on over here to go and siege on this base because I was like, oh, I see a mineral wall. I can take advantage of that and just siege on them over and over again. More, and this feels like the campaign right now, the laser drill mission for Wings of Liberty, where like there's this Protoss units building up mortals and archons, and the zealots just gonna go ahead and like attack at you in waves. That's what this kind of reminded me of right there. The banking of the units in the middle of the map, just letting you know the impending doom is upon you. And similarly, I'm now being pushed on by Cassidy's main army. I'm scanning to see how big it is. It's pretty dang massive. And I'm gonna go ahead and siege up over here, thinking maybe we got this. Siege tanks though, against the Immortals and charge lots, there's just too many Immortals. There's too many Immortals and not a whole lot to deal with here. And now we have these two tanks. Now these two tanks are gonna be able to attack this uncontested, but it doesn't change the fact that my 5th base is on fire, my 4th base is, or I should say originally my 3rd base is getting cleaned up here. I've lost a lot of workers. I am practically dead. It's a 70 worker lead, 70 supply lead. I scanned to see if I could catch the observer because I don't know how strong or weak ghosts are. This is when I learned that ghosts don't feel as good in Brood War compared to Starcraft 2 ghosts. At least in this scenario. Now, of course, I'm dead. That's a lot of Immortals to fight. So it makes sense. But I'm launching a nuke here. I'm like, well, better to potentially kill this entire army than nothing, right? And we get the nuke. Of course, at this point, it's just funly banter, just because, you know, it's over. We already know it's Jover. Lots and lots of ghosts. This is what I said. Oh, I learned that ghosts suck. But there's no chance. But I'm like, I feel fine. We have, you know, 1 mining base. So, rebuilding my base because I am I still feel kind of rich. But yeah. Don't get me wrong. We both know it's over. So. These zealots coming on over here in my natural, cleaning up my new siege tanks. I have vultures popping out, but vultures are not going to do anything against this whatsoever. My last siege tank holding on for dear life as it falls. And GG, well played. Well, if you guys enjoyed that replay cast, be sure to give a like and follow the channel. And let me know what you guys think in the comments about the game and what you think about this series idea. But as always, thanks for watching. And yeah, take it easy. Have a good evening.